Hi guys, Dahlia here, welcome to my channel. Every NaNoWriMo stint throughout the year has people talking about Scrivener, and each of these people swear by the program. But what about those of us who do not participate in the stint or cannot afford the software? What options do we have? This is the way I had been thinking throughout much of my writing life. I've also been compiling a list of essential software or apps that have made my life so much easier. And finally I've settled on the top 10. So as you can see, this is a bit of a different video. You don't get to see my face, which is kind of a nice change. I don't have to put makeup on, don't have to do my hair, don't even have to get out of my pajamas. It is fantastic. But these are not merely writing program alternatives. This list has everything from planning to editing and many things in between. And the best thing is that they're free. You can pay for premium services, etc., but it is totally not necessary. Before we start, here's a little disclaimer. I have not been sponsored to do this video by any of the programs I mentioned. Each product has been chosen because of its ease for my work. So let's get into it. So number one is Avast, and that is this little antivirus right here. Now this product is quite small, it is free. While researching the shady stuff a writer does, we need protection, not only from viruses but also to hide our identity. Avast Antivirus is a great little program that you can install on pretty much anything. It is a small piece of software, but one that really packs a punch. So this is what it looks like. When you want to scan your computer, obviously there's a little Run Smart scan there. And as you can see down the side here, there is protection, privacy, and performance. And some of the things, however, are through the premium. So all these locked ones you can only get if you pay for it, but if you want to pay for it, it is only $30 Australian a year. I only have the free version, and that has been all that I had needed. Number two is this cool little program called Bibisco. For a long time I used litlift.com to plan and organize my stories and characters. Upon trying to access it this week, I found my account had been removed. With a sigh and a glass of wine, I counted my collection as lost and went searching for a similar website. Instead, I found software similar to litlift, and you can download it on Windows, Linux, or Mac. Bibisco is similar to Scrivener in that you can organize chapters, scenes, manage revisions, and export your writing into other formats. Not only this, but you can also sort your characters and world and the detailed dynamics of your story. All you have to do is create your project, and say if I wanted to name it The Contessa, which is the name of what will be my debut trilogy. Of course, I'm Australian. Okay, so here is basically your project's home screen, and this is where you can find some tips which will tell you all about what you can do in here. But here we go. This is architecture, so you can create the structure of your novel. There's the premise, the fabula, and the setting. So as you can see here, the premise is describe the entire novel in one sentence, the conflict and resolution. The fabula is narration of the events sorted by their logical and chronological sequence. And setting is description of the place, time, and social context where the story is developed. Not only that, but you can also create narrative strands. So if we want to do that, we'll say the title of the narrative strand is Kidnapping, which is something that happens in the Contessa. So if you go into that narrative strand, it has this little tip here which tells you can change a whole bunch of different things and also enable disable spell check, blah blah blah. So here is where you write the information about that narrative strand. So say Alia is kidnapped by a group of Akrigina's rebels. And you go down here and you save it. That's done. There you go. The next thing is characters. Now, here we go, we'll create a character. And here, once you get into her little character bio sort of thing, which I have a whole series on this, but this actually just encapsulates basically a very basic form of what my videos go through. So as you can see, there is personal data, and also physical features, behaviors, blah blah blah, sociology even, so it has an all-encompassing view. But not only that, but you also get to see secondary characters here as well. Next we move on to locations. So one of the main locations is, so it's in the nation of Thales, the state of Orville, And the city is Mildayan Woods. It's not really a city, more in that it is actually woodland, but the name of the location is basically the woods. Then if we click on this, you can write all the information down about the woods and where it belongs and what characters go here and what chapters it becomes relevant, or any other information you want to include. Other than that, there is chapters that you can write. There's an analysis of your chapters and your characters, etc. You can then export your document into PDF or RTF, or even as an archive, which I didn't know that. That must be new. And that's how you create your project. Number 3 is miMIND. If you want a different approach to building your world, plot, or characters, mind mapping is a great tool, but rather than putting pen to paper, have you considered using your phone? miMIND allows you to mind map as you go. If you've forgotten your pen, don't worry. Open your phone and get to planning. If you prefer to map or plan on your computer or laptop, they've got you covered. Currently it is only available for Windows, but who knows what the future might hold. Now this thing is quite a basic little program. Give this mapping a name. We'll call it the Contessa. Create. Now these are all the different types of layouts that you can have. This one is the one that I tend to use, this simple list cornered, or this cornered list here. This one looks a bit nicer. But then you can do this for your characters or for anything else. If you say I wanted to write in something about Alia, the main character of the Contessa, then I could, and perhaps her personality traits. And you can, then if you just go next, and now you choose your palette. So say I'm just going to go with the rainbow palette. Now here, you just go to text, there's image, there's all these different things. You can also add a node as well, and this node could be something like character description. And there you go. And once you do that, you want to put some text into the way she appears, and you go inside or outside the bubble, whichever. You say blonde hair, lean, bit of a dog, because she kind of is. Now you can't really see that, but I have written it, but you can zoom right into where you're writing. Number 4 is Spotify. There are hundreds of websites you could use to omit distractions while writing, but Spotify is my choice. I can chill out and write to my own playlists, Spotify's suggested playlist, or another writer's playlist. Spotify is a music platform where you can listen to hundreds of songs and artists in one place. If you want your favorite album playing, this website is for you. Or if you're like me and prefer wordless music, Spotify has you covered. So this is basically just the way that Spotify looks, and one of my writing playlists is just all Brody Dale, and she was the lead singer of the Distillers, which was a punk band. And really all you have to do here is you search for someone. Say I will search for Brody Dale, and there you go, there is playlist after playlist, there is songs, there is obviously her, there's her albums. And if you wanted to play one of her albums, you just click onto it and you can save it as one of your lists, or you just click play, or you play a specific one. Now this works differently on your phone, so just be prepared to listen to things in shuffle unless you pay for premium. Number 5 is DIYBookFormats. I first saw this website in one of Kristen Martin's early YouTube videos. She uses it as a base format for her books, and it is very effective. All you have to do is enter your email and 6 free formatting structures will be delivered to your inbox. Then all you do is download the file and you're ready to go. And this is how it downloads onto your computer. So what you want to do is you just click on one of these here. This is what it looks like when it pops up into your writing program. So if you go all the way down, hang on. If you need more chapters, you just copy and paste in another chapter and keep it going. But there we go, and this is the format that it ends up using. So you have this sort of idea where it says chapter 1 and then also subtitle. But that is just what it looks like. Very simple, and this is it. But if you do want to pay for the premium services, you do get access to a lot more of the templates that are on the websites, and there are some beautiful ones there, but these are great for a start. And also there is a document that you can download from their website that tells you how to format in Word, so you can do it yourself. I find it more motivating to write this way as it appears as it will in the book, plus it makes the formatter's job easier when you actually get around to getting the formatter to do your book. Or if you do your own formatting, keep watching until the end of this video because I have another program that's going to be super handy for you.